What's hidden under those trees? The forests conceal mysteries, avoid going there by yourself. These unsettling police discoveries serve as a warning that darkness can exist even in the most isolated locations. Join me on a journey as we uncover the dark side of nature, where danger and mysteries lurk beneath the trees. Grab your seat and a pack of popcorn. Let's delve in. Police K9 is being hailed a hero for helping to find the woman lost in the woods after receiving a call on a 73-year-old woman who had been reported missing from Forsyth County on June 22, 2024. Georgia police decided to conduct a K9 search. Around 5:30 a.m., Lena Moates' daughter reported her missing, citing her poor mental condition. Before Police K9 named Pandora started her hunt, she had been lost in the woods for almost 3 hours and was unable to find her way home. When Sergeant Lemke, Pandora's handler, discovered Moates, he complimented the K9's skills and arranged a brief meeting between the brave K9 and hero. The handler of Pandora can be heard remarking, "I think that's her dude," in the video. Yes, it is a blue shirt. Well done, girl. The elderly woman patted the K9's back in appreciation as well. The police successfully reunited the woman with her family. Pandora, the 4-year-old dog, was praised as a hero. Police shot armed suspects who hid in the woods. Officers responded at around 11:45 p.m. on Friday, September 23, 2023, to a report of a dispute between two brothers, one of whom was armed, at a residence on 34th Avenue in the Keough neighborhood of Orchidland Estates. Officers issued an all-points notice for the 30-year-old armed suspect, who also had an active arrest warrant, as he fled on foot. Information on the suspect's potential location on the dead-end side of 26th Avenue in the Hawaiian Paradise Park subdivision in Keough was reported to Big Island Police at 2:30 p.m. The man was told to leave the house and surrender by the authorities after they heard sounds coming from within the residence. The suspect rushed into a densely forested, deserted neighboring property on 27th Avenue as he fled from the back of the house. The culprit was being pursued by police who gave him orders to stop, but he disregarded them and carried on racing through the woods. The suspect turned and fired the revolver at the 4 officers who were pursuing him. Fearing for their life, the officers hid in the undergrowth and yelled orders to the suspect to turn himself in, according to the authorities. Abruptly emerging from the brush, the perpetrator started shooting at the officers once more. Police opened fire again, hitting the suspect. The suspect passed away at the scene, despite the police's best efforts to administer first aid, they claimed. They had no choice but to defend themselves by firing the firearms when he attempted to kill the police, even though they had no intention of shooting him or killing him. The incident resulted in no additional injuries. After Hawaii police began their investigation, the officers involved, 2 patrol officers with 5 and 1 year of service each, a detective with 17 years of service, and another detective with 11 years of service, were placed on administrative leave. Deputies find a body burning in the desert. Anderson vanished on New Year's Eve, getting close to 2022, and his burning automobile was discovered near Phoenix a few days later. His body was located 30 miles away, north of Phoenix, when the fire was discovered by a man looking for a target practice location in the desert. On December 31, 2021, New Year's Eve was wet. Body cameras were triggered early that afternoon when MCSO received a report of a burning body, possibly a mannequin, off the I-17 and Table Mesa Road in New River. In the footage, a deputy can be seen descending a tiny cliff and piecing together what he sees. He said that the dead person might have slipped and fallen and might have had an accident, but he's not sure what would have set him on fire. The deputy told the sergeant that there was a dead body there. "All right then, treat it like a crime scene," said the sergeant over the phone. "As of right now, we know that was the burned corpse of Benjamin Anderson, a man from Phoenix who vanished earlier that day at age 41. Dan Stachowiak, his closest buddy, had never witnessed the moment Anderson's body was found before. I'm unable to watch it," Stachowiak sobbed. "I saw the fire and because he was alone. It is a quite different matter to see it. 3 strangers were said to be inside Anderson's automobile, which Stachowiak and his pals had discovered earlier that day in a Sheraton parking garage. They pursued the vehicle for some time before it became too risky. They discovered Anderson's car burning in a college parking lot an hour later. Days later, they learnt that Anderson's body had already been discovered in the desert by law enforcement. Deputy: He appears to have hair on his legs and is wearing fishnet stockings. Deputy: He has short hair. It appears to be a male dressed as a female. Stachowiak asks himself, did they put those on him? Was it ever used as a means of tying him up, you know? Stachowiak remarked, I've never known Ben to wear fishnet stockings, so everything goes through my mind. Deputy: Up here at the top of the hill there's blood. Sergeant, it seems like a body dump. He was drugged and thrown off this small ledge by someone. The MCSO declared that charges will be brought against their well-chosen suspects in the case. According to Stachowiak, he and his buddies have discussed the challenges they anticipate. Arizona's family was not given a deadline by MCSO to file charges in Anderson's case. Nevertheless, they informed us in January that they needed to complete reviewing some digital data and documents before proceeding with the investigation. The MCSO informed ABC 15 back in January that they were targeting many people of interest as suspects. Detectives said they are currently completing papers to present to the county attorney's office. According to investigators, they are awaiting the results of forensic examinations. It was told to ABC 15 that the phone is included. His passing, according to Anderson's close friend Susan Dzbanko, left a very big void in her life and the lives of many other people. Dzbanko and others are grieving, but they are still fighting for the 41-year-old. Dzbanko remarked, he was simply such a remarkable individual who, you know, brightened any space he entered. It's difficult for loved ones who have been waiting for answers for years, she told ABC 15. Dzbanko added, I would say it's this side of torture, you know. We all adored him so much, but we're not quite sure what transpired. Man who lives in woods threatened to kill his girlfriend. A woman was heard yelling for assistance in the woods behind a nearby Walmart on June 17, 2023, when Florida cops received a call about a case in the woods and arrived. She tried to flee because she was so terrified, but the police stopped her. The man who threatened the woman, Amanda, with a machete, has traumatized her. They have been together for 2 months, she claimed. And despite Peter, her lover, having threatened her 5 times, she keeps returning to him like an idiot. When Amanda and the police began searching the woods for Peter, they came across other campers. Amanda also informed the authorities that Peter had attempted suicide earlier in the day with a machete and 2 knives, but Dennisor had taken away his knife. Dennis showed the cops the machete and 2 blades she had taken from Peter when she spotted them. The cops could see that Peter was not mentally stable at this moment. When the police eventually located and detained Peter, he admitted to them that he had been placed on drugs due to his mental instability. To make sure he had no weapons on him, the cops gave him a thorough search. After being brought to the hospital, Peter received treatment for his self-inflicted wounds. Peter faced charges of using a weapon in an aggravating attack. We have seen both the dark side of human nature and the disquieting side of nature. These tales serve as a reminder that secrets abound in the world, and that sometimes the real meaning lies beyond the surface. Let's keep in mind to pay attention to our surroundings, even when we least anticipate it. Let's stand with those who seek the truth, who look for solutions, and who strive to provide justice to the lost. To see more videos of police bodycam on this channel, kindly drop your comments in the section below and click the like, share and subscribe buttons. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.